Hey everyone, back again for another deep dive.
And this time, we're tackling MetaQuant 4D.
Oh yeah, this should be fun.
Yeah, this one's come up a few times with, listeners who are really into scalping. So I thought it'd be great to get, your insights on it.
For sure.
We're going straight to the source for this one.
Right.
With the MetaQuant 4D User Guide 2024.
Okay, sounds good.
So, with all of our deep dives, this guide's going to be like our roadmap, to really break down what this tool can do, especially for things like scalping algorithms.
Yeah.
And how to apply these concepts in live trading.
Yeah, and the thing is with this platform, it's like they took all the best parts of a trading terminal,
Okay.
but they made it super powerful.
Yeah. Yeah.
It brings together real-time data, these really powerful visualizations, and then integrates with algorithms.
Okay, so it's like having a super-powered trading terminal.
Exactly, and that's why I think it's so exciting for scalpers in particular.
Oh, okay. I like where you're going with that.
Yeah.
So let's jump right into the guide then.
Let's do it.
Let's start with the key features section.
Okay.
It highlights real-time data analysis, 3D and 4D visualizations.
Which are awesome, by the way.
And even algorithmic trading integration.
See, and that's where things get really interesting.
Okay, so how is this different?
Well, for scalpers, it's all about speed.
Right, yeah, every millisecond counts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So having that real-time data feed, that's everything. It's the difference between a winning and a losing trade sometimes.
Okay, I'm seeing the potential here.
Yeah.
But I want to get more into, how this actually helps us.
Of course.
When we're scalping.
So what does the guide say?
In the scalping and day trading section.
So that section is great because it really breaks down how MetaQuant 4D can improve our scalping game.
Okay.
One of the key things it emphasizes is this, the ability to see the relationship between volume and price.
Yeah.
Because we're going beyond basic charts here. It lets you see the direct correlation between volume spikes, relative volume, and those tiny price movements that scalpers live for.
I see. So you're saying that MetaQuant 4D helps us to see those really small movements.
That we might miss otherwise.
Exactly. You're seeing those patterns.
Yet you wouldn't normally see.
Okay. And the guide even gives an example, right?
It does, yeah. There's this great example where a trader is watching the ETHUSDT pair, sees a sudden surge in buy orders through the real-time order flow data.
Oh, wow.
Jumps into a long position just as the price starts to climb.
So talk about being in the right place at the right time?
Right. That's the kind of edge MetaQuant 4D can provide.
Okay.
It's not about predicting the future.
Right.
It's about understanding what's happening right now and acting decisively.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
All right, let's shift gears a little bit.
Okay.
And talk about algorithms.
Algorithms. Let's do it.
Because the guide mentions this quite a bit.
It does.
Especially in the key features. And algorithmic trading integration sections. And I know you're also interested in how this platform can be used for both taking liquidity and market making.
Absolutely. I mean, that's a crucial aspect, right? We got to understand the bigger picture here.
Yeah.
MetaQuant 4D helps us see those footprints of those high-frequency trading algorithms, or HFT as they're called, which dominate the market these days. So by analyzing the order flow and market impact data, all of which is visualized beautifully within the platform, we can start to understand these algorithms and then adapt our strategies accordingly.
So even though we can't be those algorithms,
we can at least understand them.
Right, exactly.
And kind of work with them.
Exactly.
Okay.
Now, speaking of HFT, I know you had a specific question.
About the signals, S1, S3, and S4.
I did.
You highlighted them in the algorithmic trading insights section.
What were you hoping to find out about those?
Well, I was hoping that the user guide would really go deep on those specific HFT signals.
Okay.
But unfortunately, it doesn't seem to cover them in detail.
So even with this super advanced platform, there's still some mysteries out there.
There are.
All right. Well, the guide does talk about market-making algorithms in general.
So can you tell us more about how MetaQuant 4D helps us to recognize those?
It does, yeah. The market-making algorithms section is really interesting.
Okay.
It explains that we can identify these algorithms at work by analyzing bid-ask spreads and patterns in the order book.
Okay.
So while the guide doesn't give us specific advice on when to follow these algorithms, just understanding their behavior can give us a significant advantage.
I see. So we might not be able to read the market maker's mind.
But with MetaQuant 4D, we can at least see their moves in real time.
Exactly. And that's got to be valuable, right?
Yeah.
It's all about understanding those forces at play in the market.
Yeah.
The more we know about how these algorithms operate, the better we can position ourselves to actually profit from their actions.
Okay. I'm with you on that one.
Let's take a step back, though, for a second.
Okay.
Because I can imagine a new user,
firing up MetaQuant 4D for the first time and feeling a little overwhelmed.
Right. It's a lot to take in.
It is.
So what would you say to someone who's just getting started?
I would say, don't worry.
It's totally normal to feel overwhelmed at first.
Okay.
Let's just walk through the basics of the interface together.
Okay, sounds good.
So when you first open up MetaQuant 4D, the first thing you're going to see is the dashboard.
Okay.
It gives you this overview of market activity and key metrics.
So it's like our command center.
Exactly.
And then there are those amazing 3D and 4D visualizations we keep talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Those are more than just eye candy, right?
Way more. They're actually giving us this new way to visualize the market.
Okay.
They allow us to see market depth, order flow, other crucial data points in a way that you just can't do with traditional 2D charts.
Okay.
And don't forget about the control panel.
Oh, right. The control panel.
This is where all the customization happens, right?
It is. You can tweak the platform to your liking.
Okay.
You can adjust the refresh rate, set up alerts, customize your views.
Okay.
It's all about making the platform work for you.
Right. And that personalization should be based on a solid understanding of core trading concepts.
Of course.
Right, which the guide covers in the core concepts in MetaQuant 4D section.
Right, because no matter how powerful the platform is, it's only as good as the trader using it.
Right. You could have the best tools in the world.
Exactly.
But if you don't know how to use them,
they're not going to do you any good.
Exactly. A strong foundation in trading concepts is key to maximize the potential of MetaQuant 4D.
So let's take a few minutes to review some of those core concepts for our listener.
Yeah, for sure.
I know order flow and market depth are really essential for understanding how the market actually works.
Absolutely. Order flow is like the lifeblood of the market.
Yeah.
It's that constant stream of buy and sell orders that ultimately determine price movements.
Right.
What's amazing about MetaQuant 4D is that it lets you see this order flow in real time.
Okay.
Not just as a static number, but as a dynamic force.
So you can see it happening right in front of you.
Exactly. You can see the ebb and flow.
And then there's market depth.
Right.
Which tells us how much liquidity is available.
At different price levels.
Right.
So a deep market means there are plenty of buyers and sellers, which usually leads to smoother price movements.
Okay.
A shallow market, though,
can be much more volatile.
Right.
And MetaQuant 4D gives you this crystal clear view of market depth.
So you can assess risk and opportunity more effectively.
Right. And of course, we can't forget about price action analysis.
Of course not. That's the classic, right? The study of how prices move over time.
Right.
And MetaQuant 4D gives you a whole bunch of tools to analyze price movements.
Okay.
From your traditional candlestick charts to advanced technical indicators.
So by understanding price action, you can identify trends, spot potential reversals,
and time your trades more effectively.
Okay. So it's all about getting that timing right.
Exactly.
And let's not leave out volume and liquidity.
Oh, right. Those are fundamental concepts that are often overlooked.
Yeah.
Volume tells us how much trading activity is happening, which can confirm or contradict a price trend.
Right. So it's not just about the price itself.
It's about the activity around it.
Exactly. And liquidity, as we've discussed, is how easily assets can be bought or sold. And MetaQuant 4D lets you analyze both of these factors in real time.
Okay.
So you get a more complete picture of the market.
Wow, I feel like we've covered a lot of ground already.
We have.
And we're just scratching the surface.
Of what MetaQuant 4D can do.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Especially when it comes to scalping.
We've laid a solid foundation.
But there's still so much more to explore.
All right, so stay tuned, everyone. We'll be back with part 2 of our deep dive into MetaQuant 4D.
Where we'll delve into even more advanced techniques and strategies.
Yeah, wait.
Including a closer look at algorithmic trading and those fascinating high-frequency trading patterns.
See you then.
Welcome back. Glad you stuck around.
Ready for more?
Let's dive even deeper into MetaQuant 4D.
Yeah.
Let's see how we can actually use it for real, scalping strategies.
All right, let's put all this knowledge to work.
Yeah, like in real trading.
Let's do it.
The user guide actually gives us some pretty advanced techniques.
Oh, okay.
So I'm curious to hear what you're most interested in.
Well, I'm really interested in how MetaQuant 4D handles, quick execution.
Ah, yes, speed.
Because for scalpers, speed is everything, right?
It is every millisecond counts.
Right.
And this platform really delivers on that front.
Oh, remember how we talked about that super fast refresh rate? Yeah, that's crucial for scalping, but it goes beyond that.
Oh, okay.
The platform also has features like automated execution and hotkeys.
Oh, wow. Okay, so like instead of manually clicking buy and sell buttons,
exactly,
we can like set up algorithms to do it for us.
Yeah, you can set up algorithms to execute trades based on like your predefined conditions.
That's amazing.
It's like having a personal trading assistant.
Right.
That works at lightning speed.
I like, and hotkeys too, right?
Oh, yeah. Hotkeys are a game changer.
Like just one keystroke.
Boom.
Execute the trade.
Exactly. Cut out that lag time.
I see.
It's all about removing those tiny delays that can make or break a scalp trade.
But speed's only part of the equation, right?
Right. We also need to be able to read the market.
Okay.
Like those subtle shifts in sentiment that create profitable opportunities.
Okay, yeah.
That's where understanding volume and price correlation comes in.
Right, we talked about that earlier.
We did, yeah.
How important it is for scalpers.
It's crucial.
To see that connection between volume and price.
And MetaQuant 4D has all these tools to visualize this relationship.
Okay.
Things like volume spikes, relative volume. They act like early warning systems.
Oh, okay. I like that.
Yeah, signaling those potential price moves before they happen.
So it's like having a little heads up.
Exactly.
Before things actually take off.
Right. So imagine you're watching the Ethos to T pair.
Okay.
And you see the sudden spike in volume accompanied by the surge in buying pressure.
Yeah.
That's a strong signal that the price is probably going to go up.
Okay.
So a scalper using MetaQuant 4D can enter a long position quickly.
Right.
And potentially ride that wave for a profit.
Okay, so you're getting in early?
Exactly.
And riding that momentum.
Yep.
Okay, now the guide also mentioned something called the volume profile.
Oh, yes, the volume profile.
What is that exactly?
It's a really powerful tool that shows you the price levels where the most trading activity has happened.
Oh, so historically.
Yeah, historically. Yeah. And these levels, they often act as support or resistance, meaning prices tend to either bounce off of them or stall out.
So by analyzing the volume profile, we can kind of anticipate those key levels.
Exactly. It's like having a map of the market.
Well, I like that.
You can see where the crowd is likely to go and position yourself accordingly.
Okay, very cool. All right, let's shift gears again.
Okay.
Let's talk about those high-frequency trading algorithms.
All right, HFTs.
Or HFTs.
Bring them on.
Now, remember, we're not trying to become them.
No, we're not.
But we do want to understand them.
Right.
How can MetaQuant 4D help us with that?
Well, MetaQuant 4D can actually help us learn how to trade alongside them. Maybe even outmaneuver them.
Oh, now we're talking.
Right.
Okay, so I know you were really interested in those signals.
Yes.
S1, S3, and S4.
I was.
But unfortunately, the guide didn't really provide much detail.
Yeah, it did.
On those specific ones.
It was a bit of a disappointment. But you know what? It did give us a much deeper understanding of how algorithms work in general.
Okay.
How to spot their footprints in the market.
Okay.
And even how to potentially, outmaneuver them.
Okay, so even though we don't have the specifics...
You still have, like, the bigger picture.
We do.
Okay.
Now, the guide did mention two main types of algorithms.
It did, yeah.
Liquidity taking and market making.
Right, those are the big ones.
Can you break those down for us a little bit?
Sure. So liquidity taking algorithms, they're designed to aggressively consume available liquidity.
Okay, so they're like the sharks.
They're the sharks.
They often use large orders to move the market in their favor.
Oh, wow. So they can actually influence the market.
They can.
That's with their orders.
Yeah, and MetaQuant 4D helps you spot them.
Okay.
By analyzing order flow and market impact.
So you can actually see those big orders hitting the market.
You can see them in real time.
That's crazy. But how can we compete with something like that?
Well, the key is to understand their behavior.
Okay.
And adapt our strategies.
So it's like a game of chess.
It is.
You're trying to anticipate their next move.
Exactly.
Okay, what about market makers?
Market makers.
How are they different?
So they're quite different from liquidity takers.
Okay.
Instead of consuming liquidity, they provide it.
Okay.
They place both buy and sell orders simultaneously.
Oh, I see.
So think of them as like the referees trying to maintain a fair and orderly market.
But they're still looking to make a profit.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're not doing it out of the goodness of their hearts.
Right.
They're there to make money, too.
So how do we dance with these market-making algorithms without getting stepped on?
By understanding their game.
Okay.
MetaQuant 4D gives us the tools to analyze the bid-ask spread, which is the difference between the highest buy order and the lowest sell order.
Right.
Market makers typically maintain a tight spread.
Okay.
They profit from that small difference between those prices.
So we can actually see them at work just by watching the bid-ask spread.
You can see them constantly adjusting their orders.
To maintain that balance.
Yeah.
Okay, but how do we use that to our advantage?
It's all about timing and precision.
Okay.
The guide suggests placing our orders just outside the market maker spread.
Oh, I see.
Essentially waiting for the market to move in our favor.
Okay.
So if we're patient and strategic, we can use their liquidity
to get the best prices.
So it's like a game of chicken with a robot.
It is. You got to be smart and nimble.
Okay, all of this is great, but what about market manipulation?
Ah, the dark side.
Yeah. Can MetaQuant 4D help us spot that?
It can.
Okay, because there are some shady tactics out there that people use to influence prices.
Right. It can be really damaging, both to individual traders and to the market itself.
Okay.
But MetaQuant 4D has some powerful tools to detect these practices, especially through the analysis of order flow.
So we're not just looking for patterns to make money.
Right.
We're also looking for, like, red flags.
Exactly. Those unusual spikes or drops in order flow.
Okay.
That might signal that something's off.
So like spoofing, for example.
Exactly. Spoofing is a classic one.
Where they place big orders that they never intend to fill.
Yep. Just to create a false sense of demand or supply.
Wow. That's so sneaky. I can't believe people do that.
Oh, they do. It's like a magician's trick.
Yeah, trying to distract us from what's really going on.
Yep.
What about, quote, stuffing?
Quote stuffing.
Like those rapid-fire bursts of orders?
Yeah, designed to overwhelm the system.
Yeah, and create confusion.
Exactly.
Can MetaQuant 4D help with that?
Yes, it can. The platform is designed to detect those anomalies.
Okay.
In order flow patterns.
That are characteristic of, quote, stuffing.
So by recognizing those patterns, we can avoid making, like, bad decisions.
Exactly. You don't want to panic sell.
Right.
During a moment of artificial volatility.
Okay, it's like having a bodyguard for our portfolio.
I like that analogy.
Protecting us from the bad guys.
It is. It is.
But knowing how to spot it is only half the battle, right?
Right. What do we do once we see it?
Yeah. How do we protect ourselves?
The guide offers a few strategies, like developing what they call defensive algorithms that can recognize and avoid trading.
Near those suspicious orders?
Oh, so you're basically just staying away from them.
Exactly. You're staying out of the fray.
Okay.
You can also use dynamic order placement.
Okay.
Which means adjusting your orders in real time.
Based on the detected manipulation.
So you're constantly adapting.
You have
staying one step ahead.
Yeah, it's a constant game of cat and mouse.
Wow. Okay, so much to think about here.
There is.
But even with all these tools and strategies,
trading is still risky, right?
It is inherently risky.
Yeah.
No platform can eliminate that risk entirely.
Right. We always need to be careful.
Exactly.
Do our research, manage our risk.
Couldn't agree more.
MetaQuant 4D can help us.
It's a powerful tool.
But it's not a magic bullet.
Nope.
Okay, so we've covered a lot today.
We have.
From scalping techniques and algorithms to the dark side of market manipulation.
It's been a journey.
It has. I'm feeling a little overwhelmed, but also really excited about the potential.
I get it. It's a lot to process.
It is.
But remember, knowledge is power.
Right.
By understanding these advanced concepts and how to actually use them in MetaQuant 4D, you're giving yourself a serious edge in the market.
All right. I'm ready for a break.
But we're not done yet.
Not yet.
There's still more to explore.
Stay tuned for part 3, where we'll dive into real-world case studies.
Oh, yeah.
And see how all this theoretical knowledge translates into practical trading strategies.
Can't wait.
Welcome back for the final part of our deep dive into MetaQuant 4D.
We've covered so much ground already.
We have.
From scalping techniques to those super fast algorithms and even the, dark arts of market manipulation.
It's been quite a journey.
It has, but now I'm really eager to see how all of this theoretical knowledge
translates into practical trading strategies.
Yeah, let's put it all into action.
All right, let's do it.
The user guide actually walks us through a detailed case study, showing us exactly how to use MetaQuant 4D.
To analyze market movements and actually execute a real trade.
Oh, perfect. I'm ready for a real-world example.
Okay, so let's get into it. What's the first step?
Yeah, what do we do?
Well, the guide reminds us that preparation is key.
Okay.
We need to make sure our system can actually run MetaQuant 4D smoothly.
Right, because those powerful visualizations probably need a lot of processing power.
They do. We need some serious horsepower.
Okay, and then what?
and we got to connect to our exchange.
Okay.
In this case, it's Binance.
All right.
Using secure API keys, of course.
Of course, safety first.
Always.
Okay. So once we're all set up, what's next?
All right, now it's time to put those order book and volume analysis skills to the test.
Okay, bring it on.
The case study focuses on the ETH-DT pair.
All right.
ETH-D.
And shows us how to use MetaQuant 4D to identify potential trading opportunities.
This is where those 3D and 4D visualizations come in, right?
Exactly. This is where they shine.
The case study shows how these visualizations can reveal patterns and relationships that you just wouldn't see on a traditional chart.
Like hidden insights.
Exactly, like hidden gems in the data.
Okay, so what kind of insights are we talking about?
Well, in this example, the analysis uncovers a large cluster of buy orders around the $1,800 price level for ETH.
Right, $1,800.
Suggesting strong support at that level.
I see.
So based on this insight, the trader decides to execute a buy order, anticipating a price bounce.
So it's like a combination of fundamental analysis and real-time data visualization.
Exactly. You're seeing the opportunity, but you're making the decision.
Right. We're still in control.
You're the captain of the ship.
Okay. And what about risk management?
Ah, yes. Always crucial.
Always.
The case study emphasizes that too.
Okay.
The trader sets a stop-loss order at $1,790.
All right, so limiting the potential losses.
Exactly, in case the price breaks below that support level.
Okay, so the trade is executed, the stop loss is in place.
Yep.
Now we wait.
But the case study doesn't stop there.
Oh, okay, what else?
It stresses the importance of post-trade analysis.
Oh, right, reviewing what worked, what didn't.
Exactly. How can we improve?
I feel like a lot of traders skip that step.
They do. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of the trade.
It is.
And forget to actually learn from it.
Yeah. So what does the post-trade analysis reveal in this case?
Well, the trade actually turns out to be profitable.
Okay, good.
But there are still lessons to be learned.
Oh, interesting. So even when we win.
There's
still room for improvement.
Always.
What kind of lessons did the trader learn?
Well, they realized that they could have been more vigilant in monitoring market conditions and potentially adjusted their stop-loss order.
Oh, okay.
Based on the real-time data from MetaQuant 4D, so they could have squeezed out even more profit.
Potentially, yes.
I see. That's a great example of how even successful trades can teach us something new.
Absolutely. We're always learning, refining our strategies.
Okay, so before we wrap up, I know there's one more thing you wanted to discuss.
Yes, those HFT signals.
Those elusive HFT signals.
S1, S3, and S4.
S1, S3, and S4. I'm so curious about them.
I know, it's a bit frustrating.
It is.
That the guide didn't give us more details.
It feels like a bit of a cliffhanger.
It does, but you know what?
Yeah.
Even though we don't know the specifics of those signals, we have a much deeper understanding now.
Of how algorithms work.
Okay.
How to spot their footprints. And how to potentially outmaneuver them.
So we have the tools.
We do.
Even if we don't have all the answers.
Exactly.
Maybe in a future update, MetaQuant 4D will give us even more details.
I hope so. The guy did mention that they're always improving the platform.
They are. It's not a static tool. It's constantly evolving.
That is what makes it so exciting.
It is. As we wrap up this deep dive, I'm feeling a mix of awe and excitement.
Awe at the complexity and power of this platform.
It is powerful.
And excitement about the possibilities it opens up for traders.
Who are willing to put in the time and effort to master it.
Couldn't agree more. It's been a real adventure exploring MetaQuant 4D.
It has. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive, everyone.
We hope you've gained some valuable insights.
And are feeling inspired to explore the world of trading with MetaQuant 4D.
Remember, this platform is a powerful tool.
But your success ultimately depends on your skill, your knowledge.
And your commitment to continuous learning.
So keep exploring, keep experimenting.
And never stop learning.
And if you're looking for more information,
be sure to check out the MetaQuant universe.
Great resource.
Tons of tutorials, webinars, a whole community of traders.
Awesome.
So until next time, happy trading, everyone.
Happy trading.